Hey everybody, it is Jacqueline Hyde and it is Wednesday, the 24th of March. Usually we have eating and entertaining on Mondays, but I had a little boo-boo. I fell down the stairs Monday morning, taking my little doggy outside. Um, didn't mean to fall down the stairs, obviously, but it happened. And so I thought I could make it through the day. And then lo and behold, come the afternoon, I was like, I probably should go to the ER. So I spent the better part of my afternoon in the emergency room, and that's fine. Nothing's broken, everything's good, and all of that. So I am on the mend, and I will be back in action and whatnot. But I was having such a bad day yesterday that because of the pain and because of how silly it was of me to fall down the stairs, and it puts you um, behind in a lot of different tasks. I decided to power through the pain. Not recommended because I am even more sore today um, of doing a photo shoot because I was just upset and I was frustrated and all of the different things. And something that I personally do when I am frustrated is either I will make a piece of art, like color or paint or charcoal, um, or I'll sew something. I try not to do alterations when if I'm upset because that's a guaranteed gonna make a mistake. So I usually just do something hands-on or creative, and I instantly feel better. So, ironically, before my special guest returns with us today, um, I was doing something on my website so that I could promote classes because, yet again, I was just frustrated with something completely non-burlesque related, non-creative work related, and um, my company related. So it was just like, okay, we're going to lean into making a lot of art this week. Anyways, so in today's episode, I'm going to bring back our wonderful Cher Donnay, and we are going to talk about some more white wines. And she has three different selections for us today that she's going to present to us. And we're going to talk a little bit about the syndicated soiree and different appetizers that you could make for your event experience. So, welcome back, the lovely Cher Donnay.
Hello,
Hi.
hello. It's so good to be here. Thank you very much for bringing me
You're
back.
welcome. I'm
And
happy to have you. It's so lovely to uh, talk to you, and I learn a lot of different things about the wines that you're presenting. So let's get into it. So, what do you have for us this
absolutely.
week?
Well, I know last time I was on, I mentioned the monthly wine club. And I have to
Yes.
say that my very first experience as becoming a independent wine shops at home
Hmm.
consultant was they send you the monthly wine club selections. And I was so excited. And this is the first wine that I'm going to present because I actually tried this wine. And
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
yeah. And so it is delicious. And I actually reordered it a couple times myself.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is the Joy Cellars 2019 Monterey County Semyon is what it's
Mm.
called. Now, it is the nose reveals a pear, a lime, a
Ooh.
lemon,
Mm.
but the taste is more of tropical tones with a papaya and a guava, and it's very crisp, not
Mm.
real sweet, but if you like a real crisp, full-bodied, fruity wine, this is your wine. Me and my BFS sister from another Mr. Karen tried this one out for the first time. We enjoyed it. It has almost, I believe, a 13 to 14% alcohol content. So yes,
Wow.
we ordered more. Yes. Um, And here's the surprising fact and the great thing that if you're not sure what wines to get, this one monthly wine club is the way to go, because recently this wine was entered into the San Francisco Chronicle Wine Competition and it won a gold award.
Oh, wow. Very
Right?
cool.
This is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So it's a great way. Check out the wine club. It's a great way to get selections. You get to try them, and look at that. It was a gold award winning wine. I was excited. So
That's very cool. And so those citrus tastes would taste really good with a lot of different things. What would you recommend?
well, I have a recipe that I'm going to share for a mesquite lime grilled peel and eat shrimp. And
Ooh,
it
that
looks
sounds good.
fantastic. Yes, right? So you have that smoky with that crisp, like as we talked about, it's always the yin to the yang, because
Yeah.
it always brings out the flavors, right? It
Right.
always brings out the other flavors. So just picture that mesquite taste and that lime taste, and then you have that big, bold papaya tropical fruit wine to go along with it. Doesn't that sound fabulous? I
That
know.
sounds wonderful. And actually on JacquelineHyde.com, we also I have created a recipe based upon a fruit salad. Well,
Oh,
it's actually a salsa,
yeah,
ironically,
which would be
from
amazing.
my husband's hometown of Zamora, Mexico. So it's the Samora Salsa, and it's actually pico de gallo, right?
Nice. Yep.
That is made with fruit. And because in his hometown, the pico de gallo is made with fruit, not just tomatoes.
Right,
Very
which is
interesting.
great. Yum,
Hmm.
yum. That sounds perfect. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that's, and it also goes great with grilled fish or roast turkey and chicken.
Hmm.
Any of your chicken dishes that, you could do probably a lemon
Hmm.
chicken, lemon pepper chicken, that
Hmm.
would be really nice with as well. So,
You know what though, too? It would go really well with like jerk chicken because of the
oh my gosh,
spiciness.
because you'd have that spice with that crisp.
Mhm.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, absolutely. So then the second selection I have is the Jemmy Cellars Citrinina. I'm going to murder this, which has a sweet fragrance of honey, of
Okay.
lemon, lychee, and mango.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, so I have it paired with a recipe for citrus marinated salmon with a nice side salad.
Mm.
If you're eating light, this is great with this beautiful wine. And also goes great with chicken wings, simple mac and cheese. Maybe you do
With the
you
white
throw some
truffle oil.
absolutely. I know, right? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Or if you want to, you can also, it goes great with mozzarella. So you could do your mozzarella, your tomato, your balsamic vinegar with this as well.
Mhm.
But what's nice about this wine is it's light, it's bodied. Again, it's crisp, it's refreshing, but it
Mhm.
has that sweet finish because of the
Mhm.
honey. So
Right.
very, very nice wine. And then last one, we have the Fleur Bleu 2020 Chile Savion Blanc. I also tried this one as per the
Mhm.
monthly wine club, and it is fantastic. There's a scent of guava. There's again some tropical fruit, some pineapple, some lemon, some grapefruit. And here's
Mhm.
a little fun fact, because I know we always like to learn something. Despite the country having a Spanish influence in Chile,
Mhm.
France has had a much
Yep.
greater impact on Chile's wine industry
Mhm.
due to an insect pest of that kind of destroyed and ravaged through the commercial grapevines in Europe in the
Mhm.
19th century. So many of the unemployed French winemakers migrated over to Chile
Yep.
and with all of their varietals and things like that. So I thought that was very interesting.
That is
Um,
interesting.
so the recipe I actually have paired with this is and I didn't write it down. But again, I was so excited. I got lost with all the food. I was like, I had to go eat. So I was just but it will be on my website, of course, sharewineevents.com. And again, a lot of it is, of course, your seafood, your chicken, your turkey.
Mhm.
And I think that this one was, oh, I know why I didn't write this down, because I was learning how to say it because I thought it was very interesting. It is a
Really?
Korean dish, and
Hmm.
I don't know how much you know about Korean food, but
Hmm.
it's a vegetable, and I was trying to learn the pronunciation, bibimbap. It's
Yep.
kind of, yeah.
Mhm.
So it's rice, it's meats, and it's a sauce. So there's a recipe on there for a vegetable
Oh, very
that
cool.
goes with this wine. So that's why I didn't write it down. But yeah, so
I'm
those are,
going to pause you right there. I'm going
yes.
to put you on camera in full because my other camera is saying, guess what? Battery's dying. Hold on
Oh,
1 second.
yay. All right. Wonderful, wonderful.
You know, it is
That's
what
all
it is.
right.
I'm glad that the technology, I was able to see
Right?
it
This that flagged you.
and
So
change it and all of that. Now we're just different scope, different scope.
absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
all of these
Yeah.
wines are so wonderful, and
Yeah,
there's a whole
really.
host of different types of wines that you
Mhm,
have already brought to our attention.
mhm,
Um, and they can go to your website as it's seen here on the screen. Um, but even in the next coming weeks, we're going to be talking about reds. We're going to be
mhm.
talking about the celebration wines.
Yes,
Um, so yeah, there's a lot more that we're going to be talking about.
absolutely. Yeah, the
And
reds, we're really gonna get into some great, great entrees. So
right,
I'm excited.
right. And also too, on your website, you have a few links to some cocktails that people can create from the
Mhm.
wines, as well as some of these
Absolutely.
recipes that you've mentioned, correct?
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. If you go
Great.
on there and if you click, it brings you right to the wine shops at home site, and it's all right there along the top. It's very easy to follow. It's very,
Mhm,
yeah. There's so much information there. It's a great site. You can also
mhm.
take a wine personality test if you're not sure
Oh, very cool.
what you would like to. If you're more of a white, if you're more of a dry,
Mhm.
if you're more of an off dry. So yeah. And
Right.
it has a little gauge too that tells you each wine, it tells you right where it is as per dry or sweet. So it's
Wonderful.
really,
See, that
yeah,
that helps because I
it does.
know myself personally, I really like a full body red. I love the
Mhm,
Malbecs and the
mhm.
Syrahs and the Shiraz. It depends on what I'm pairing with it, but it's usually the heavier Eastern European foods.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Persian food, right? And Moroccan
Mhm,
and Middle Eastern types of foods are the foods that I really, really
mhm.
enjoy significantly. Um, and they also do very well with Mexican food too. So, hey, why not?
Absolutely. We do have a
Um,
Shiraz, so I'll have to talk about that one next week. So
yay. And the whole reason why, so our wonderful audience, the whole reason why we're talking about this is that because in virtual experiences, um, we have to come back to understanding that food is a companion to a show experience.
mhm,
And there's a number of virtual productions that are taking on this concept now of having a local brewery or a local restaurant or something provide um, opportunities for people to purchase those beverages or that food at a discounted rate, a to keep their doors open, but also to provide a different type of experience. And I don't see this going away. In fact, I
mhm.
see more of these types of virtual productions and virtual experiences adding additional companion like experiences with the food. Because in cabaret entertainment, uh, especially beverages, but
Absolutely.
in cabaret entertainment, food and drink went with the show. Like it was
Mhm.
a thing. It was not something that was separate, like in many venues that we experienced prior to 2020 closures. So it we're coming back to a different era in a new and exciting way, and that's kind of fun. So having the wine events that you're working
Mhm.
on and presenting to folks, it just adds so much more experiences in virtual spaces, but also in families that are now living across the country from each other, or um,
Absolutely.
uh, perhaps somebody's in hospice care, or perhaps um, somebody's just out in a, like out
Mhm.
in an island somewhere. Like a friend of mine just moved to Hawaii. Like,
Ah,
I'm like, okay, well, that sucks, but good on you for moving to Hawaii. Um,
mhm.
but they're a chef. So like,
Yeah,
like they understand the need for food and entertainment in those virtual spaces. So
absolutely.
it's a thing. Um, I am really excited for next week. I'm excited to talk about those red wines,
Yes.
and continue talking with you about the
Mhm.
syndicated soiree, because I'm excited to figure out which one I'm going to select. I think I'm going to get the bubbles, 2 bottles of the bubbles.
Oh, yes.
'Cause,
The bubbles are coming. And
yeah.
actually, yes, I'm doing I'm going to be trying the pink bubbles on Sunday myself.
So
So,
that's the one that I love.
mhm,
Pink champagne. I love,
mhm,
it goes back to my sorority days. Um,
mhm.
and but I love pink bubbles, so I know that that's going to be one of them. But I'm going to
Yes.
have Moxie Blue and Pat Smear here at the house. Pat's going to be
Wonderful.
running what is it? Running the chat for me, so that
Fantastic.
Moxie and I can focus on hosting and emceeing and whatnot.
Fantastic.
And it's so
Fantastic.
I need to make sure I've got beverages and
You got
snacks.
bubbly. You have to have bubbly, especially pink bubbly. So,
Yep, yep. And
great.
I'm excited to see your business grow and happy to have you again. And then um, next week we'll continue talking about those red wines. So
I'm looking forward to it.
um, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to you, but stay on the line and I'll touch back with you and then I'll close up the show.
Thank you again.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night, everyone.
Yeah. So everybody, please do pick up those tickets to the syndicated soiree. We have um, just a few weeks left. Tomorrow, I make another spotlight announcement of a performer, and I've been releasing that content a little bit slowly. You can see all the wonderful cast members on the ticket link that is seen on the page. Below, you can go directly to JacquelineHyde.com and click the nice show poster down at the bottom of the front page and purchase your tickets. They are modestly priced, a good $20 will get you all-star cast, like legit all-star cast, and diverse in expression and in bodies and backgrounds. And I'm really excited for that. Um, and yeah, so we'll catch you on Monday. I promise this time. I hope I don't fall down those stairs again. We will do our best to be there on Monday, and we look forward to seeing you. Take care.